Hello lads, it's James here from Inside United and welcome you to today's match review of Manchester United's 2-0 victory over West Brom, their first win in the Premier League after two consecutive 0-0 draws, and of course a victory after that win in midweek against CSK Moscow. This time we did manage to score 2 goals today. Obviously recently we've been on a bit of a goal drought and today we managed to put the ball in the back of the net twice thanks to a fantastic Jesse Lingard strike and of course Juan Mata's penalty. Before going into the game, Manchester United created the least chances in the Barclays Premier League this season. That is dreadful. You look at Villa at the bottom there with just 4 points, and then you've got United, who are in fourth, and we've created less chances than them. That just tells you how we're clinical by scoring more goals than quite a lot of the other teams. But obviously we're just not creating enough chances, and it was just like the same in the first half, just like against Moscow, just like against Middlesbrough. It was an awful first half. Not enough penetration. We're all over them again with our possession, but we had a lack of ideas. We didn't know what to do. We tried to go down the width. Tried to go down the middle, but after that we lost ideas. We didn't have a plan B. We didn't know what to do after that, and it's because there wasn't enough space on the pitch. West Brom, they set up well. They were well organised at the back, and you knew that was their game plan. They were going to come back here, park the bus, sit on the edge of their penalty area, and just defend. And you look at our third game of the season, and we drew 0-0 here, obviously against Newcastle at Old Trafford, and that was basically what Newcastle did. They just sat back and defended. And West Brom, a 0-0 here would have been suited to that. They would have taken a 0-0 draw away at Old Trafford against Manchester United any day in the Premier League. At 1 point is a great result. We went actually into the game having lost our 2 previous meetings with West Brom at Old Trafford. So last year we lost 1-0 from a deflected Chris Brunt free kick, and the year before that we obviously lost 2-1 in the David Moyes era when we lost it from a Saido Berahino strike after just scoring from Wayne Rooney. And as I said, we weren't decisive enough in the final third. Second half, I thought it was just going to be exactly the same, predictable and slow, but 52nd minute we went 1-0 up thanks to Jesse Lingard, who was brilliant in midweek. He's been given the chances and he has been absolutely fantastic for Manchester United recently. He's put Memphis Depay, we paid that much money for, on the bench, and he's been shown why he's been given that chance by Louis van Gaal in the last couple of weeks, because he's just been an absolutely fantastic player. Headed clearance fell to the edge of the box. That's where Lingard was, and the youngster just curls it into the bottom hand corner, and it was just brilliant. It was absolutely fantastic, and it right into the bottom right hand corner into the goal, beating Myhill to break the deadlock and give United the lead. The moment United went in front, the momentum swinged United's way, and West Brom thought, hang on a minute, we want to. We're losing now, we're going to have to change our whole game plan. They made a couple of substitutions. They looked out of place and disjointed after that performance, that goal. And they tried to then go back and try to get something, because who plays for a defeat after that? Why would you sit back and hold on to a 1-0 defeat? They were always going to come at us a bit more, but they still didn't. They didn't have a shot on target throughout the whole of the game. Then McCauley fouls Martial in the 90th minute, resulting in a United penalty, and the West Brom defender getting sent off. United had the chance to make it 2-0 and seal the result, which matters coolly does, with coolness personified, making it 2-0, slotting home the ball very complacently into the back of the net to give United a second goal to finish off the game and kill off West Brom to make it 2-0 just before the full-time whistle. All 3 points as United grind out the victory again. We had 70% of the possession, and it wasn't a great performance from United. It ends the goal drought in the Premier League, it ends the win drought in the Premier League. It's another clean sheet. That's the 5th consecutive clean sheet we've had now in all competitions since November 2011, so 4 years ago now. That just tells you something. Last year we were getting criticised game after game after losing 5-3 to Leicester and all that for having such an awful defence. We lost loads of games duly because our defence was awful. And now you're looking at this point and you're thinking our strike force is actually the problem here, and our defence is actually really solid. We don't look like losing games because our defence is so well organised and solid. That's the 5th game in a row which we haven't conceded a goal. City couldn't break past us, and now West Brom couldn't break up past us, and it's just brilliant. I thought, you know, we've only conceded one goal at home in the Premier League this season, which is unbelievable, and that was a Benteke screamer. So that is brilliant. The most clean sheets in the Premier League this season, and that we've also conceded the least goals in the Premier League since February of this year, which is unbelievable. Jesse Lingard for me was my man of the match. He was absolutely fantastic, the star performer. He was the other day against CSKA Moscow, but he was even better today. And he looked like he was full of confidence, and he looked like a player who thinks his time is right. It's his time to break into that team. And we saw Januzaj do it 2 years ago under Moyes, and we're seeing it now with Lingard. United again, we're efficient. We're not playing brilliantly. We're grinding out performances, and that's signs of a good team, you know. And I think, you know, again, we're creating a few chances. Again, it was a wonder goal and a chance which a penalty on another day we may not have. So it was a good result. Beating West Brom, you can only beat which is in front of you. So yeah, and obviously we're only a point behind City and Arsenal, who have a game in hand who will play. Up next is after the international break is Watford away. Thanks for watching. See you later.